So how long have you actually been awake for so far then?
Oh gosh, I think the day started at, I suppose it started at 5:30 on Thursday, but I have had an hour's sleep so far.
Oh no, well, that's
So
not too bad.
I've only done about 24 hours, haven't I? So with 23 hours standing.
Not bad. And how are you feeling going into the sort of the count?
Well, I think we are nearly at the point where we're in some sort of a count, aren't we? I don't think we've actually got as far as the count yet. So looking forward to when the counting actually starts. But some trepidation because, of course, I think we probably haven't done as well as we'd hoped.
Do you think you would do anything differently if it had been...
There's nothing I could have done differently. I really don't think that. I've had 5 years. I hoped people would judge me on the last 5 years.
Do you think it was more of a national thing that's taken over?
Right. Certainly, as I'm on record as saying, this has been, unfortunately, a case where money talks, and the Conservative campaign has been very, very well funded, and they've peddled a message of fear, and we try and peddle a message of hope. And I think I take the positives in life, and unfortunately people have responded to a message of fear.
Do you think there's anything which the party, the Lib Dems, was there a sort of a turning point or a convincing point that has gone against the party?
No, I suppose history will be kind to us and will say that we were indeed brave and we did the right thing and we offered the country stability. But in the short term, we suffered a whacking, great kicking because of the fact that we went into coalition. And a lot of people have no sense or no idea, and we don't have the media available to get our message across about the things that we have stopped the Conservatives from doing. And I suppose my fault would be that I don't really particularly like to campaign in a negative way. So I've tried to say the things we have done. But people are much more receptive to the message of fear, as I said, and they don't really like, I don't think, my sense is they don't really like negative campaigning, so for me to just bang on endlessly about all the things we've stopped the Tories from doing is not what they want to hear. But, I can remember what full-on Conservative government looks like and feels like. Looks like we're about to get a dose of it for the next 5 years, so there we are, it's a shame.
What's been a highlight for you over the last 5 years then?
Oh gosh, well, my lifetime ambition was to become an MP. No one can ever take that away from me. I've done it, and that's absolutely fantastic. And I did the job in the way that I thought it should be done. And the one thing I think I'm probably most proud of is the fact that actually I've set the bar really, really high. My team has delivered an excellent service to people who live in this part of Somerset, and they've helped me do that. And they're loyal and they're just dedicated to the work that they do. So, my sorrow is that later on this morning I shall have to make them redundant because that's the way life is. But nonetheless, we've set the bar very, very high, and no MP in this part of Somerset will ever get away with taking people for granted. Never again.
What's your message to whoever, whether it's you, whether it's anyone else, what's your message to the next person who represents Wales?
I'll be back.
So we haven't seen the last of you?
Oh Lord, no. No, I don't think so. I fully intend to carry on causing trouble in one realm or another. And I'm not finished yet.
Well, the final question, which has got to be asked purely because we asked Nick Clegg when he came down, would you rather have arms for legs or legs for arms?
That's such a difficult one, isn't it? I think probably arms for legs. Thank you, it's such a good question, and it did actually cause him to sort of falter. I think it was probably the most unusual question for the whole of the country.
We like to do those sorts of things.
Right.
We like to do that. We think it was a defining moment at the election.
I hope you're still doing that to me in 5 years' time.
Oh, we will. If your letters pester you with ridiculous questions, then there's no chance. Then we wouldn't.
Every question's valid.
Is there any message that you want to give to your constituents?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for putting your trust in me in 2010, and for allowing me do the job in the way that I wanted to do it. It's been